Hey guys, it's here, and today we're back again with Dark Souls 3, no weapons, no armor. In our previous time we took out two bosses, Half-Light and Dark Eater Midir, and today we're going to move on and actually take on the very final boss of the entirety of Dark Souls 3. But before we do that, we actually have a ton of souls that we should spend. Alright, so we have a ton of souls already. Let's make sure, did we get Soul of Dark Eater Midir? Let's use that. Okay, so that's 3 levels, which means I can either... You know what, I'll fill up my dexterity and get vigor up to 38. That's good. So these two are pretty much maxed at this point. Well, not maxed, but like if you go beyond 40, you always get diminishing returns, so 40 is a good point to end this, eh? Alright, so Half-Light was down over there. Let's go in from here. Alright. It's a pretty impressive tower. Wait, so is that the princess? Filianor? Touch the embraced shell. Well, alright then. You okay, by the way? No, you look quite dead. Okay. Oh, lit the bonfire at least.
Oh, Filianor, help me, please. The Red Hood is come to eat us, to eat our dark souls.
Red Hood. Okay. Dark ahead. Yeah, it sure seems that way. Poor guy. This place looks interesting. Wherever this is.
Hand it over, that thing, your dark soul. For my lady's painting.
Oh, well, alright. I'm just gonna back off here. Oof, okay. Right, well, that was a good hit. I'll give him that. However, one thing I forgot to do is... Here we are. Okay, so now I don't want to lose this ember, so if it looks like I'm gonna die, I'll just ember out. I hit him once. Oof. Let's do this fast, I'll give him that. However, if I can bait out the kind of attacks that, like this, that shouldn't be too difficult. Oh crap. Yeah, let me just try and bait out the attacks that make him like very exposed. Like if I stay far enough away. Like this one. Oop. Uh-oh. Okay. Drink up now. Good. One, two. Ah, couldn't avoid that. One, two. Come on. Missed. Ha. Oof, okay. Oh, didn't roll in time. Not doing so hot, to be honest, but for a first attempt, I'd say this is actually quite good. One, two. One, two. One, two. One, two. Oh wait, did I stagger him? Oh no, that was just him being tricky. Good drink up. One, two. Alright, I'm out of here. One. That dude knows how to dance. One, two. One, two. Okay. One. Okay. Let me just back off, see if I can bait those long range attacks. They're quite easy to dodge. Come on. It's kind of like how I did Soul of Cinder. Just stay far enough away. Well, the second stage of Soul Cinder at least. Where I stayed far enough away, waited for him to come charging at me. Then used the long recovery time. Oh shit. To basically get some attacks in of my own. Oof. Okay. So when he yells, he does that combo. Gotcha. That shouldn't be too hard to spot. And roll. One, two. Avoid, avoid, avoid. Come on. Avoid, avoid. And roll in. One, two. Come on. Roll. One, two. 1, 2. Oof, okay. There he goes, trying to combo on me again. But I can just roll away, that's no problem. Ah, didn't tap the roll button in time. That's annoying, because that's such an easy way to, like... That's such an easy way to avoid, too. Running out of Estus here, sadly. But like I said, for a first attempt, this is not bad at all. 1, 2... Okay. See, I attacked once more because I thought I staggered him, but I should probably get that thought out of my head. That's just him playing with me. Yes, yes. Come on. Do a long range attack. Uh-oh. Okay. One. Backwards, backwards, backwards. 1, 2. Get away, get away. 1, 2. Uh-oh, where's he running off to? Well, didn't get one hit in there, just 2 bads, but okay. This is one of those fast bosses, just gotta be quick on your feet apparently. Luckily, dodging is all I did throughout this entire playthrough, so... And good night. Oh, maybe not. Okay, 1, 2. Shouldn't have waited there. 1, 2. Okay, get away, get away, get away. Okay, drink. Uh-oh. 1, 2. I should probably, like, just, yeah, homeward bone out at this point, to be honest. I don't see much of a point in staying. You know what? I'll do it anyway, just to see how far I can get. But if I get that, like, really low health, then I'll just call it quits. Come on. One, 2. Okay, that's him doing his combo again. Come on, Gale. Well, I mistimed that, but luckily I didn't. Okay, running out of stamina. Easy there. We talk about how much health this guy has, by the way. Because I've been pinning him pretty consistently, but like... Still not even near health. Okay, go back, go back, go back. 1, 2. Okay, he yells again, meaning I just need to get away. 1, 2, 3.
Is this the blood? The blood of the dark soul.
What a guy. So seeing as I'm out of embers, I think I should buy some more from the merchant back at Firelink. So let's just use all these souls. Sell some Titanite that I'm never using anyway. And we might as well buy all 3 embers available. So Slave Knight Gale is an interesting boss fight and a pretty fun one, but he isn't really hard. The first stage is pretty much the easiest. All you really have to do is just kind of stay away from him, and most of his attacks you can see coming very easily. I tried to remain on flat ground because like when you go up on a hill or like from an angle, it's kind of hard to see the attacks and the animations of them, and you can get caught very easily. The main thing I did here was just wait for a jumping attack, because like when he puts his sword down into the ground you can get at least like 3 hits off easily. So yeah, this entire stage was basically just like rolling at the right time to avoid the sword attacks, just getting a few punches in every now and again and waiting for that jump attack to actually get in some heavy hits. Now I did get hit, and you can see how much damage one strike already does. I did initially think of going for the Estus Flask, but I didn't. I instead I have that ring on that gradually restores your health quite slowly. And the reason I do that is because in the later stages, I really do genuinely need as much Estus as I can get. So I was trying to just hopefully avoid his attacks and not get hit anymore, at least in the first stage. Now in the second stage he gets a lot more dangerous. He gets a load of new attacks, including the one where he fires off his crossbow from when you're too far away, and also with the one where, like, with those discs that he shoots off, which are pretty easy to avoid, but if you do get hit they do a ton of damage. And as you can see, he also has like this red aura around him. Now that's his cape. Now with every strike that he does with his sword, that red aura is behind it, and it counts as another hit.
So if you get hit by the sword, you also get hit by the cape, and that can be enough to immediately one-shot you. So I need to be very careful about that. However, this stage wasn't all that tough, because all I really need to do is wait for 2 attacks. The first one is the overhead attack that he does, where he runs up towards you and tries to do like this overhead strike. You can literally just roll into it, attack him once, maybe twice, and just roll away. And it's like the easiest way to actually damage him. The second one was the jumping attack. He doesn't do this one too often, but when he does, you can immediately, same as like in stage 1, you can just roll into it, and you can just hit him twice or 3 times maybe. And that was the main way of me actually dealing with this guy in stage 2. So yeah, just staying away from all his attacks, avoiding as much as possible, and just using those 2 opportunities to attack. Now that scream indicates the start of the final stage, stage 3. On this stage, he gets a lot more difficult and he gets a lot harder to predict. He gets a bunch of new attacks that basically just pile on and on. Like every single attack that he had that were kind of predictable first, now I have like 2 other attacks that immediately come after it, and he starts comboing you, and it's very easy to die in this stage. Now the only way for me to actually do any damage to him here was just to wait for that overhead attack again, because he does that overhead attack, then he does basically like this front flip, kind of in the air, or even better, he does this spin, which is also really easy to avoid and make sure you can get at least 2 hits in. And that one's actually kind of easy and kind of predictable, and when he's done that you can actually get a few good hits in. And that was my entire strategy for damaging this guy. So yeah, this was probably the most time consuming part of this entire boss fight, simply because I had to wait for one specific attack to actually do anything. For the rest, you know, this entire boss fight is literally just avoiding him up until he does the right attack where you know that you can actually damage him and get a few good hits in before just making your way out of there again. One other thing is that with some attacks, you get these black homing soul masses. These things kind of distract you, but that's not really the point. What actually happens is where they land, you basically get like these black areas, and then lightning starts striking onto that area. And that lightning does a ton of damage, so you definitely want to avoid that. And that was Slave Night Gale, a great buff to end this series on. So that's it. That was the final boss of Dark Souls 3. I think that's about all we could have really done. I mean, I beat all the optional bosses, I beat all the main bosses, I beat all the DLC bosses now. So yeah, that's it. And it feels a bit strange, because like at the beginning of this series I was like, yeah, it'll be a fun thing to do, but I don't really think it's possible. But then the more and more bosses I actually managed to kill, the more excited I got at the thought of actually beating this game with no weapons, no armor. But now that I've actually done so, I'm like, You know what feeling that you get when you watch a really good movie? Or like you read a really good book and you're just sitting there right now thinking, okay, well, what am I gonna do now? That's kind of the feeling that I'm having right now. But for Raging Retum, I think this is the end. Dark Souls I'm sure will return in some way to the channel. I'm not sure how, I'm not sure when, but it will. I mean, there's still like other games, there's still other challenge runs that we can do. I really look forward to actually returning to this series again. But as for Raging Retum, I think he should retire. So let's go back to Firelink. So, returning to the only safety point we've kind of known throughout this entire playthrough. I think Raging Retum's just gonna retire here. Just sit down, you know, make some jokes with the Firekeeper. Keep himself warm when near that bonfire. That kind of stuff. I want to thank you all very much for watching. This has been Dark Souls 3, No Weapons, No Armor. And I'll see you all next time.